Matt Koffler. So you starting DeBerg next week?
Maybe. I might have to. And you know who leads the league in rushing touchdowns still? Tony Dorsett.
He had 4 in one game.
I know, and he still leads the league. It's kind of hilarious.
That's due to me running up the score, if you remember.
Yes.
He got his
Yes.
4th one, and then...
You know who has 3 touchdowns on 17 carries?
Who?
The Wranglers quarterback, Alan Risher.
Yes.
The greatest
Danny
running
White, 7
quarterback
interceptions.
no one's ever heard of.
Dan Marino, 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Yeah, see, he sucks. That's not good enough. That's not Dan Fouts. Dan Fouts has 1. Hey, Jim McMahon has 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
No, really, shock. Phil Simms. You lost to a team that has Phil Simms at quarterback.
I know.
49% completion percentage.
Here is for someone that says I have all the good quarterbacks. Here are the good quarterbacks in the league. Meaning they're rated, if you round it, they're rated 100 or better. Lynn Dickey, computer. Brian Seif, yours. Bill Kenny, computer. Joe Montana is Joe Montana. Dan Fouts, computer. And then Jim McMahon. So it's really just Jim McMahon is the only thing that's, the only thing you should be mad about.
Mm-hmm.
I must do the computer thing where I complete a lot of short passes with John Elway because there's no way he's 68%. He misses every important throw. Friggin' James Lofton still leads the league in receiving. Hey, look at you. Ozzie Newsome has the 3rd most catches in the league.
He's really all I got passing the ball.
And 2nd most yards. Huh. See, not only do you have all the running backs, but then for receivers, Lofton's a computer, then it's Newsome and Largent. So you really have all the stats other than quarterback.
I don't have the defense. That's the computer.
Yeah, well, that's me going against the computer. That's not the computer against you.
Really? Who leads the league in sacks still?
Lawrence Taylor.
How many's he got?
8.5.
Oh, okay.
Because of me. Mike Bell has 5.5 because of you. Jack Youngblood has 5 because of you. And then Baumhauer has 5.
Because
I don't
know. Because Guy rated him way too high.
Because of both of us. You like to stand there and get hit by him. And I like to try to cover the pass I think you're going with so that you have to stand there and get hit by him. So that's it.
A guy named James Owens leads the Buccaneers in rushing. And not
like
Turdell
Owens?
Middleton. You really need it, Turdell Middleton. You need more Turdell Middleton.
Why you like that guy?
Just because that name. How often have you heard the name Turdell Middleton?
Oh.
Chuck Muncie finally got 224 yards rushing.
Mike Black has punted 22 times for the Detroit Lions in their amazing sim games that we all get to watch. You know, when I simmed like a 61 game or something, it was the Cardinals and Lions, and I think it was 6-3, and it was the first one of those completely pointless sim games that we have all the time now. But it was involving the Lions, which I just think is funny. It's like, man, just
well,
it's like, oh.
I think the entire NFC North is boring. So when I moved to Iowa and then Chicago, I was really sad because I had nothing but NFC North games. and it's all
Well,
defense games, except for Aaron fucking Rodgers
right.
or Brett
Yeah,
Favre
that's right.
back in the day.
That's why everyone hates the Packers because they don't belong. We should trade. They should. You should be able to trade teams. Trade the Packers for, I don't know, the Baltimore Ravens.
No, you need it to keep keep your head from getting even larger this year. In fact,
Why?
what we should do is put every one of your teams in the same division. So that way you get at most can only get 2 or 3 teams in the playoffs.
No, I meant in the real NFL.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, bring
Oh
in.
yeah. Well then it makes perfect sense. Yes, the Ravens.
Yeah.
The Titans. There's more boring football.
Man, I don't know. The Titans are pretty exciting with Vrabel, don't you think? They're more exciting than they were with Fisher, even though they were still good. I mean, they were better with Fisher, I guess, for a couple of years. I just like seeing Henry stiff arm people 20 feet.
Yeah.
Especially when they're Buffalo Bills.
I like it. I mean, the Ravens. I mean, that would just be. Ugh.
Especially the Ravens with Flacco. Because now, I mean, I guess Lamar Jackson, can take off running and they can have explosive running plays. But when it was Flacco, and it was just
You're not going to have
defense.
What's his name? Jackson.
Jackson's better than Russell Wilson, according to Keyshawn Jones.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't. I would have rather him not had Russell Wilson in the top 10, because then you would be like, oh, he forgot about Russell Wilson,
right.
And then you could be like, oh, I forgot, I got to put him, Whereas Lamar Jackson's definitely above that, but for him to have him on the list, so that he reminded himself when he's like, oh, I didn't put Russell Wilson, I'll put him down now. I don't think he was trying very hard. I think maybe he did forget about him. He's like, oh, crap, Russell Wilson. He could just go right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there is no way anyone that has watched football more than 2 years, and Keyshawn Johnson obviously is, but there's no one that could think.
Everybody loves Lamar Jackson. I mean, they love the, Randall Cunningham quality of him.
Yeah, but Russell Wilson can move too. I mean, he runs when he has to.
Yeah,
it's just that
he's been in the league now since 2011.
So he's old. Is that what you mean? Like they're like, oh, he's not the new thing. Stupid. Well, then just go with Patrick Mahomes. It's like you don't need to have a second guy. Just be like, okay, Mahomes is awesome. I know everyone wants the second guy. It might be Josh Allen. Since Vinny's not on, we can say that the Bills are actually pretty good.
They're going to the Super Bowl this year.
I still think the Chiefs are better than the Bills.
Vinny made his prediction.
Oh yeah. Well, why wouldn't he put the Bills in the Super Bowl?
I'm not putting the Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
The Cowboys aren't that good. The Bears aren't that good either. But I mean,
they'll probably make the playoffs.
If the Cowboys, not the Bears.
Yes.
Yeah. If the Bears were, let's put it this way: if Justin Fields does what Josh Allen did, like he has some struggles this year, he gets a lot better next year, and then also he's an MVP candidate in the third year. Yeah, in his fourth year, I would say we're going to the Super Bowl too. I mean, they were 13-3, and Josh Allen has made big strides in each of the first, from season 1 to 2 to 2 to 3. So if he makes any kind of stride again, I could see them being right there with the Chiefs. But I don't know. Because the thing that's, unless you are the home team or you have a lot of time on your hand, which I just don't care enough to look into it like I used to when I was like, teenager and stuff, is their offensive line. Because you saw, when the Chiefs were beat up at offensive line. Even Patrick Mahomes couldn't do much
Right.
in the Super Bowl. So it's like the great quarterbacks keep you there, but it's like if you really want to find out if the Bills have a chance against the Chiefs, then I need to know what happened. Like if the Chiefs' offensive line got way worse and the Bills kept everything the same as they had last year and they're all healthy, maybe.
It'll be interesting to see with the Buccaneers since they literally kept every player, all 22.
Yeah, didn't Vinny pick them to go to?
Yes, losing.
Yeah,
Bills lose to the Buccaneers.
it's funny because I remember his prediction. I remember his predictions from last year, and he's like, "And everyone's got the Bucks in the Super Bowl. It's just not going to happen." His first year with the team, no, and then they won the whole thing. And so when he said that, I was like, is he finally over it? Like, is he finally like, fine, he's really good. Like he just wins, which is the number one job of a quarterback. Can you run like Lamar Jackson can with one leg? No. But who really cares? Yeah. So I don't know if he was partly saying that just because he's tired of picking against him. Because I would be. I'd be like, what team's Brady on? Yeah, they're in the Super Bowl since 1/6 of all Super Bowls played. Brady's been in, or is it more than that now? Has he been in 10 or 11? 10, right? He's 7-3.
I think he's 7-3. No, yeah, 7-3.
So he's been in 10 of less than 60, right? So more
Well,
than one out of every six.
Since there's been 21 Super Bowls since 2000, right?
Oh, right, but I meant even all time, even before he was counting Super Bowls, before he was even born and everything. He's still won a 50, something like that. Yeah, 50.
Well, it was just LIV, so it's 50.
56.
No, LIV will be 54.
Oh.
So we've had 54 Super Bowls.
Oh, that's even less than I thought. So it's getting close. It's almost one. So if he goes to this one, it'll be one out of every 5, including years he wasn't even born yet, and years when he was a toddler. It's so hard to repeat. I can't imagine Tampa Bay getting in it for that reason again. But it's also so hard.
Yeah, who
he's going to be 44, right?
Yeah, but who in the
at some point, it's got to happen, even to him.
Who in his division are the Falcons going to suddenly, under a new coach?
No.
Winston?
They'll be in the playoffs, but
right. But I'm just going down the list. I mean,
right.
The Redskins have magic and a great defense. The Giants are the Giants. The Eagles are the Eagles. And the Cowboys are 2 injured offensive linemen away from being last year with a slightly better defense. And then you got, Aaron Rodgers.
If Brady stays healthy and his arm doesn't fall off, then yeah, they got to be one of the 4 favorites to win the whole thing.
Anybody in NFC, maybe the 49ers, but I just wonder what's going to happen the first time Garoppolo has 2 bad games in a row.
Yeah.
Does that mean Trey Lance comes in? Well, you're not really going to go a lot far places with a rookie quarterback. You're just not. And
yeah, supposedly, if Garoppolo doesn't get hurt, then what's his face? Shanahan's has said like Lance is not playing year 1, but we'll see. People say crap all the time.
Right. I'm just curious.
They shouldn't let him play this year because on draft day they said they know he's 2 years away. So why would you change your whole strategy? But teams do it all the time. I don't know. That division's so hard. Like, I think the 49ers will bounce back. They had a ton of injuries, and I still think they have a talented roster, but I also think the Rams are better with Stafford. the Seahawks have Russell Wilson, who's
Yeah, but the
unlike
Seahawks literally
Keyshawn
have
Johnson.
nothing else.
I know, but I mean, like Russell Wilson's short of Tom Brady, but he's one of those guys. It's like it doesn't matter what crap is around me. I'm gonna find a way to win 10 games. You know, like there's no way they should, but I would not be surprised if the Seahawks were still, had 10 wins at the end of the year.
Right.
And the Rams, I think, are gonna win the division, but I think the Cardinals are like, if there was a sleeper team or something, I think the Cardinals are. I don't know if they're a sleeper because, J.J. Watt and stuff. I don't know that people don't know about them, but I think the Cardinals are good too. It's like the 49ers might be back and be better, and they could still finish in last.
I mean, do we really believe in Cliff Kingsbury's offense and Kyler Murray?
I don't know, kind of. I mean, I wasn't, but they're kind of okay. I don't know. Got a lot of speed, a lot of talent, but also a lot of talent that's getting older. They brought in a lot of big guys, but they're all older guys that they brought in. But Hopkins is still, he was still awesome last year. Depends. It depends if Kyler Murray can make that next step or not. But yeah, if he does make that step, then Garoppolo's the fourth best quarterback in that division.
Yeah.
So, and that's typically how it goes is in order of quarterbacks. Sometimes,
that
except
means Dallas Cowboys should be the first team.
They should win the division. Yeah. I mean, if you have a historically awful defense or something, like the Lions do almost every year, because if it went by quarterback, the Lions should have been in second every year, and they were not. But that's because they could never play defense.
Right.
Or lately, he started getting hurt and he couldn't play the whole year, or the whole year. But
hey, that's right. You Lions have to worry about Jared Goff now.
Which is funny. I mean, it's not as funny as if he was the quarterback of the Packers or something, because I almost feel bad for, like, I never say anything on Lions Week. The couple Lions fans I know, I never rub it in because it's just sad, It's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you suck so bad. Unlike the Vikings and Packers, which I can't stand. So I say all kinds of crap about Kirk Cousins. Speaking of Kirk Cousins, did you see his father's video?
No.
Either did I, but somebody told me about it and then said they were going to find it and send it to me and never did. But he said it's on Twitter. He's like, you have Twitter, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, good. Then I could send you the link. And then never sent me the link. No. But apparently his dad's like totally anti-vaxxer. I know Kirk Cousins said he's not getting the vaccine either, but he's never actually said, he's anti-vaccines in general or anything. But his dad came out with some video and said he was anti-vax, but I guess at some point in the video takes a donut out of the box, throws it on the ground, and then picks it up and eats it. And I'm like, what was that supposed to prove? And like, apparently it was proving that he can't get sick from that, and he can't get sick from COVID, so he doesn't need vaccines.
Wow.
I'm like, okay. Oh man. And then after the video, apparently, I don't know if it was because of the video or not, but after I heard about that video the next day, I heard he was a spokesperson for some hospital or something, so they cut him off. So he lost that advertisement money. I was like, if it was because of his dad, hopefully it was because of him not wanting to get the vaccine. Right. But if it was because of his dad's stupid video, I'd be like, what the hell, Dad? You just shut up.
It's just funny.
Nobody cares.
I mean, a lot of aspects, technology is really bad for the world.
Yeah. 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 All right, so I think sometime when you're 5 hour drive. Although I don't know what time of the day you're driving, but
Well, if
sometime tomorrow I will
any
play
luck,
my
I'll be on
last
the
game.
road by at least by an hour by now.
Oh, you're going that late?
I'm not an early morning person. I can't get up at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just,
But you're gonna leave at
I don't
like
have a
10 at
wife that
night?
wants to get on the road right away. I don't have kids I have
Yeah,
to worry
no.
about. It's just me.
Well, yeah, but why not like 1 in the afternoon or something?
Well, I
No?
mean, if I leave at noon, I'll be there at 5 o'clock. Or if I
Right.
leave between 10 and 11, I should be there between 3 and 5. That'll be fine.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant right now. Like right now's time tomorrow. You'll be an hour into it.
Oh no, I'm sorry. 12 hours from now. No,
Okay.
I'm hoping to be on the road between 10 and 11 in the morning.
Okay. That's fine. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm not.
holy
I'm not.
shit.
God no. Are you kidding?
I love driving between 12 and 3 a.m. All right.
No.
Maybe you have a Tesla. I don't know. Drive itself.
No. 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 No.
All right. Well,
All right.
I
I'm
will play
gonna.
the game sometime tomorrow. You'll probably already be off the road by then, but hopefully your trip is good as far as, you don't have
Yeah.
to wait for any accidents or any
Well, I do have
road
to go through
construction or
southern. I have
whatever.
to go through the southern part of Dallas, so that's kind of what I'm paranoid about.
Yeah.
Not the
Well,
accidents,
hopefully.
just having to go through it.
Just on Sunday afternoon, there'll be traffic, you think?
It's a big city.
Yeah.
Chicago. There's always traffic from about 3 o'clock on downtown. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
day it
yeah.
is.
Yeah. I mean, but still, Sunday afternoon was, still annoying. But, so, yeah, I hear you. It's
Yeah.
still going to be annoying, but it's got to be probably one
I assume
tenth
it's
of
going to
what
be
it
fine.
is.
Between
Yeah.
12, between 1 and 2 when I get there.
Yep. All right.
And
Well.
by the way, you can go ahead and advance it. While we've been talking, I've been doing all the stats I care about and getting
Oh.
this USFL team, since they always go through and drop a whole bunch of players.
Yes.
And so
Okay.
I'm getting what I care about, and then so yeah.
Well, unless I forget, do I need to? Well, you probably just get it from the box score. Or do you want me to broadcast the
Now
stats after the game?
with the Redskins and Niners, you're gonna have guys on them. So right, you're gonna have
Yeah.
so they're not gonna do any
Oh.
drops. The only reason why I do this is because
Well, actually, I won't have a profile on the Redskins.
well,
Just the
that's fine.
Bears.
The Redskins are so good. It's not like you're gonna be dropping a whole bunch of
Right.
players.
Yeah. Last time I left their controller off, they didn't even make one move. So
Right. I
it's
mean,
like when you have that good of a team, you shouldn't make moves.
the Rams I left off and they didn't make a move.
Yeah.
So, but
Okay.
these minor league the USFL teams, they do.
Yep. I had the Giants made like 3 moves, but I didn't. At the time I was going to play the game, I didn't have my computer by me, and no, I left my phone upstairs, and I didn't have the computer. So I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to be able to look these guys up to see if they're real or not. So I was just judging off their equipment. So 2 of the 3 guys had modern equipment, so I figured they were modern players. So I just lowered them down to like 30, so they don't get picked up ever again. And then the one guy had the old equipment, so I don't know what team he's supposed to be on. But I was like, okay, I don't want to downrate this guy, so I just cut him without changing his ratings.
Well, that's like
But
I want to upgrade a guy on the Jets because it's been 3 weeks now, and the Jets cut him every game.
no, yeah.
Johnny Hector. He's a rookie, and I know Johnny Hector. I mean, he actually had a fairly long career.
Yeah, he has one of the dark visors, right? He's one of the first guys with the dark visors.
But
Yeah.
the freaking game, they have, like, the Jets, for whatever reason, they have like 6 running backs or 5 running backs. So they always cut Hector, and then the lowest guy they put on the practice squad. I mean, every freaking time. Whether, because I always have to take, when I send the Jets, I have to take my controller off the Jets so I can, if I'm playing with another team that has a bad uniform, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
not a bad uniform, but the wrong uniform.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, it's just anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think two of the guys the Giants cut and then replaced with these guys. I'm sure they're going to do it again next week because it was somebody was rated like in the 50s and he was their sixth or seventh receiver. And so I'm like, oh, this guy's going to get cut every single week. But like, yeah, what can you do? I can't make him a 75, and all of a sudden he start playing a lot when he's supposed to suck. So, although Johnny Hector, I don't remember him being horrible as a rookie, but
No, but he's
not
got
really.
really rated. Well, he's just rated like a 60 something, but there's 3 running backs ahead of him.
Okay.
And they go after the same middle linebacker, your freaking future Dolphin, to a towel or whatever his name is. And then
Yeah.
and then like some guard, like they picked up Chance Warmack. Even though I got Chance Warmack rated a like a 49 or something, he keeps getting picked up.
They must love the name.
Yeah, it's really weird. All right, so now I just need to go and do.
Okay. Well, I will be on tomorrow, but I understand if you're tired from the drive or whatever and you're not on, nobody else is watching anyway. So after that game,
Yeah.
I'll advance it.
Okay.
And maybe, depending on how late I play it or how I'm feeling, then I might, screenshot the schedule or anything. But I think you've already looked at it anyways, right?
Oh yeah, we have 2 games, but they're both later games. The computer has
Okay.
the Thursday night game.
And you're gone till
Until
Wednesday or
Tuesday
something?
night. I'm gone Sunday, Monday, and I'll be back Tuesday night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I probably won't play anything, but if I do play one on Monday, then obviously it'll be an early game anyway. So,
Okay.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, have a good one, sir.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.